11. There we go. 11 and 4. It says, by faith Abel offered unto God a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, God testifying of his gifts, and by it he being dead yet speaketh. 15 and 8, and I'm going to go back to Hebrews 11 and 4, and I want to read it out of the Message Bible so that you can get a clear understanding of where I'm going on today. Matthew 15, verse number 8. It says, this people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth, and honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. The Word of God reads in the Message version. It says, by an act of faith, Abel brought a better sacrifice to God than Cain. It was what he believed, not what he brought, that made the difference. That's what God noticed and approved as righteous. After all these centuries, that belief continues to catch our notice. If you would just think in your head, I don't even want you to say it out loud, but if you would just remember my topic for today, and my topic is, and if you listen to the radio station this morning, you already know my topic. But my topic is the heart behind it. It's the heart behind it. I know that may be a question that we may not ask ourselves often, but the question stands today is your heart behind what you render unto God? You may be seated in the presence of the Lord. Your heart sometimes has a difficult time accepting certain things in your life. Sometimes the heart has a difficult time judging whether a thing is or whether a thing isn't. And the reason the heart has this issue is due to the many experiences that the heart has gone through in the past. Many of us may have experienced some things that have broken our hearts. We have experienced some things that have caused wounds and open pain in our hearts, and we have gone through life covering and bandaging up that place and making that place comfortable instead of going through a healing process that will make the heart better. So many times we render our gifts and we render our obedience and we confess with our lips these things that we say unto our God. But the one thing that we have forgotten is that our God looks at our hearts and he searches them, and everything in it is seen by God. And so this is what I'm trying to say on today, that nothing that is given unto God can be given to him without first being affected by the condition of the heart. It is the heart that is seen first. And if anything is rendered to God and it seems to be devoid of any connection to the sincerity of the heart, it is considered an empty offering. It is empty hands being lifted. It is empty lips being opened. It is empty gifts on display. Touch somebody sitting next to you and just ask them a question. Is your heart behind what you do? I was asking God about this, and he took me to this particular scripture, which is located in Hebrews 11 and 4. And it gives the testimonial of Abel's sacrifice being accepted over Cain's sacrifice. And in this, you must first understand that it was persons. So it has nothing to do with how great you look. It has nothing to do with how often you come to church. It has nothing to do with how great your friends think you are. But it has everything to do with the rendering of the heart. It is the heart that moves God. It is the heart that holds your belief. And it is the heart that God sees. And because of this, I asked God, I said, God, what are you trying to say to me with this belief and with this heart thing? What are you trying to say? He took me to Romans 10 and 9, Daphne, and I started reading that. And you know, for us ministers, that is the key scripture that we use to lead someone into salvation. Amen. Because it talks about confessing with the mouth and believing with the heart the Lord Jesus. Amen. But God said, look at the two phrases at the beginning and concentrate on the word and. And I said, God, what are you talking about? He says, what you must understand is your belief must start in the heart. And God says that your mouth and your heart have to be connected. Because what's going to come out of your mouth, what's going to be on display is what's definitely in the heart. You can't cover up character if character is messed up in the heart. You can't cover up a crazy gift if the craziness is coming from the heart. You can't cover up bitterness if that's what is flowing out of the heart. You can't cover up hatred if that's what's flowing from the heart. Where is your heart? So many times we get up and our gifts are on display and we say, I'm just being obedient to God. But your gift is not connected with God, because first your heart has to be tried. Your heart has to be tried. That's why David specifically says in the Psalms, he said he didn't say, God, change me. He didn't say, God, help me walk right. He said, God created me. He said, create in me a clean heart, oh God, and renew a right spirit within me. Daphne, what I've come to understand is that we are part of any old type of spirit. You can be operating any kind of spirit, and folk will clap their hands. Oh, but I know a man that don't care what you do on the outside, because when it all said and done, he's gonna wait till you get in worship, Tony, and he's gonna whisper in your ear, and he's gonna say, no, put your gift right here and go and fix it. Is your heart behind it? Is your heart behind it? Is your heart behind it? I'm sorry. Maybe this is not the message that you are looking for. But see, listen, y'all. When we are rendering things to God, it's just like Bishop Booker used to do us with Christmas cards and birthday cards. He would take the card and open it ever so kindly, and he would open it, not read not one word that's on any of those pages, and he would just simply do this to the card. And you would be looking like, I just spent all of my heart and spilt it out on this card, and all you want to know is what's in it. And so this, my friend, is what God is saying to us on today. He is looking at you. Come to render an offering unto him, and he receives the offering from you in this big, beautiful box, and he opens. Where is the heart? The box is empty. I know you spent a lot of time on making the box look real pretty. I know you spent a whole lot of your money buying designer this and designer that, making sure that the box looks real good. Oh, but God says when you lay it all on the line, the word of God says, hallelujah, in Matthew 15 and 8, it says specifically, these people. These people. They say, I love you with their mouth. But God said, I'm looking past the words that you are saying. And I'm looking at if the I love you is in the heart. Huh? Where's the heart? When you are in a relationship with someone, the first thing that you want them to do is, if you love me, you will act like you love me.
That's right.
If you care a lot about me, then what you do, will mimic what you're saying. And so, after analyzing all of the relationships that I have been in since I was able to be in a relationship, I noticed something. That if it's not in the heart, then the acting as if it is in the heart doesn't last long. And the main place that the real them start coming out is when the hell is starting. You thought somebody was your friend until a misunderstanding happens. And you can't even come and say, what's wrong? Oh, y'all acting brand new today. You acting brand new today. When someone is not, really, believing or feeling that thing in their heart, then they can't keep up the act too long. They can't keep up the act. Now don't holler too loud in here, amen, because I was reminded by my friend, an American gangster, Brother Denzel Washington. He said the loudest one is the weak one. So don't holler too loud. When I start talking about your friends and what they did to you, don't holler too loud, because you might confirm that he might be telling the truth, amen. But I want you to understand something, that sometimes in our lives, we've got to analyze the positioning of the heart. Now see, all month, this is what we're going to talk about, so get your mind right. This is what we're going to talk about. Since this is love month, let's position the heart. Since this is the month we're supposed to be rendering our hearts to somebody, let's see where the position of your heart is. See, the Bible tells me that where your heart is, that's where your treasure is. What is it trying to say? That wherever your attention is, that's what you like to do, boo. That's where you like to be, honey. If you're always sad and depressed, then that's what your heart likes. If you like to cause trouble and go off on somebody, that's what your heart likes. Oh, you thought it was talking about money. It ain't talking about money. It's talking about the positioning of your heart. Out of the heart flows. It didn't say flows love. It didn't say flows kindness. It said flows your issues. Out of your heart flows your issues. Now let me tell you something about pain and experience, Naya. See, pain, experience, hurt, and wounds will cause your heart to change its position. And in changing the heart's position, it changes the eye's perception. When you change your heart's position, you change the perception of how you see things. Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because, Lady Tony, if I date enough wrong dudes, what will start coming out of my mouth is that of the vision. What you see is determined by the condition of the heart. See, nobody want to deal with the heart. We want to say, God knows my heart. Yes, he does. He knows it well. We want to say, I'm just trying to do better. I'm just doing. God, no. God is telling you today, you need to search your heart. You need to look down deep in that thing and see what's hindering you from loving somebody. The problem with the church of God today is that everybody says, I can't trust, I can't love, because somebody hurt me the last time that I opened up. Well, that's evidence that you didn't allow God to heal you. It's evidence that place in your life, you can sit here and disagree. You can sit here and fight against what God is trying to say, but God is a God of reconciliation. He is not a God of isolation. Let's get this together. Let's get this straight. When God sanctifies you, it is not always that he's going to make people leave your life. It is not always him telling you to go and be by yourself. The devil is a liar. Jesus was only by himself 2-3 times. One time was to prepare him for 40 days to be in ministry. Another time was when he didn't understand what God was doing in his life. And the last time was when he had to die for purpose on the cross. So don't sit here and tell me that God wants me to be by myself. No, you have recruited yourself to be in isolation. Isolation is man-made. Isolation is man-made. If it was meant for you to be by yourself, then he wouldn't have never given Adam Eve. Because he said it out of his own mouth. He says, after observing Adam, I see that it's not good for him to be by himself. Let's look at now, this month, I want you to go home and read. This month, we're talking about 2 things. We're talking about the positioning of the heart, and we're going to talk about the condition of the heart. Because they both go together. They don't operate separately, they go together. People of God, it wasn't that Abel's gift was better than his brother's. But there was something in Abel's heart that got God's attention. And everybody says that Cain killed Abel because he was jealous of his gift. No. Let's understand something. That you don't all of a sudden pop off and kill somebody unless there is a buildup of something. There has to be a series of events that has been going on in your life. And it has gotten to the point where you have allowed it to consume you.
Yes.
And when you allowed it to consume you, it told you to do something that you weren't supposed to do. Cain watched Abel several years and saw God take his offering every time and not take his. God, you just gonna take, you just gonna bless her like that? And now, what? You just gonna let, what? God says, you don't even get it, do you? You don't even understand that when he gave his offering, it was something in his heart that said, that man's righteous. Yep. Your righteousness has nothing to do with what you can do. How much God pays attention to you has nothing to do with what you can give. Sweetheart, you can lay hands on thousands of sick and they all recover. You can stand in thousands of pulpits and preach the word of God. But if your heart not right, God at the end will say, you prophesied in my name. on the sick, and they recovered. And that's great. You ran a good race, but I never knew you. What does that mean? The Word of God says that you give your offering and your praise from your lips, but your heart is far from me. God says you were doing things and you never once considered me. Wow. You was doing it to show people that God anointed you, but not once did you consider me. You was doing it so people can say, oh, you was on it. But not once did you ask me, was you supposed to do it? Now, acknowledge him in all your ways, and he will direct your path. Did you ask him, were you supposed to be over there? Did you ask him, were you supposed to invest that money? Did you ask him, was it time for you to prophesy? Did you ask him, did you go over to the hospital and lay hands? Did you ask him? Did you consider him first? We get disappointed when things don't go our way. But did you consider God first? He would have told you. He would have told you. Half the time, we want to show people. But do I have anybody in here whose heart is toward God? And I don't care how a fool you make me look. I don't care how wrong you make me seem. Hallelujah. But God is my heart right. That's all I want to know. Is my heart right? If you take this mic and you tell me to sit down and don't say another word until they put me in the ground, all I want to know is my heart right? I don't ever have to prophesy to nobody, God, but is my heart right? Does anybody know if the heart is right? Does anybody care about the condition of their heart? No, you're hateful and you're mean and you're doing it on purpose. And then you want to say, God gave me boldness. The devil is a liar. Sit down somewhere and render your heart. I'm so tired of flesh being on display. I'm sick of it. I'm sorry. I'm not taking it out on nobody in this room. But I've been in several services. And I've seen so many men of God. And I'm saying to myself, God, please keep the covers on them. Because I don't think they're ready. Because if they fall, they're going to fall hard. And I'm saying to myself, why is there so much flesh on display? You don't ever have to call me to preach at your church. I promise you don't. Because when your heart is rendered to God, the end result signifies that you've learned how to die to him. Absolutely.
Yes.
You've learned how to die to him.
Yeah.
My heart is rendered to God. And it is him that is the rewarder of those who diligently seek him.
That's right.
And I'm not talking about looking in the physical, but I'm talking about I'm trying to find him later. I'm trying to find him. I'm not trying to tell him to bless what I'm doing, but I need to be doing what he blesses. I need to find where are you blessing me, God? That's where I need to be. I need to be right there, because it's not about me. It's about the work of the Lord. And I believe that if we would render our hearts properly to God, that we would get another view and another perception of him. Saints of God, the church has gone so far inward that we have forgotten about a dying world. The church has gotten so selfish that we want everybody that comes in here to look like us, talk like us, be like us. Oh, why is she and why is he? And don't worry about all of that. Just follow God, and I promise he'll reveal to you what he's doing. There's a world out there that needs to know that he's so good to you. Yeah, he needs to know that he's sweet to you. Your next door neighbor needs to understand the reason why you go to church all the time. If you are a teacher at school, your children need to know that you know Jesus. Amen. I don't care what they say. You better cry loud. Hallelujah. And spare not. You've got to understand that God needs your heart in order for you to have his heart. The Bible speaks of a man by the name of David, and it says that he was after God's heart. And David was messed up. David was a whore. He loved women. But one thing that he found out is that I serve a God that can deliver me from this thing that has me bound. And so I don't care what I'm dealing with. I know a God that can defeat anything I come up against. He's been keeping me since I was a little child in this thing. Hallelujah. David prophesied. David fought in wars. And David went to battle and got victory every time. Even his own wife told him, you look like a fool out there. You look like a fool. David said, don't worry about it. God gave me a strategy to bring the presence of the Lord back. He gave me a strategy. I got scared and I dropped the presence of the Lord off over there at Obed-Edom's house. My heart wasn't right now. My heart wasn't right because I didn't understand what God was doing. Now see, I've only seen people die and when war was going on, and that's because an enemy was coming against me. And so there was a period in David's life where he thought God was his enemy. And so he left the presence of the Lord with somebody else because he thought God was doing him wrong. Hallelujah. But God says, I wasn't doing you wrong, but I was just showing you I don't need no help to bring you out of nothing. Hallelujah. I told you to do it like this.
Listen, it's an instruction.
You got to follow the instruction. David's heart was hurt, and he left the presence of the Lord with somebody else. People of God, if you don't fix your heart, you'll start dropping off God's things in other places. And you'll try to figure out, where did I leave my peace? It's because your heart, it's the condition of your heart. I had strength the other week, but I don't have strength today. I heard God's voice about a month ago, but now it's getting hard for me to hear. What's going? It's because your heart caused you to drop some stuff off somewhere. Where's your heart? The next time you go to do something, consider God in your heart.
Yes.
Yeah. The next time you want to go off on somebody, consider God in your heart.
Yes.
The next time you want to cut off a friend because of what happened, consider God in your heart. Because I guarantee you, if you do that first, he'll tell you, keep working with him and come on. Oh. First thing we want to do is say, I don't want to be in the presence of nobody that don't like me. I don't really care. I don't. I show up everywhere. I do. Real cute. Cross my legs and speak and hug everybody. I do. And I'm not trying to be funny, but God is not holding them accountable for my actions. He's holding me accountable for my actions. So if I shun somebody and be mad because they don't like me, who getting in trouble? I'm getting in trouble. We've got to find out where our heart is. Is your heart behind it? when you render it to God,
Yeah.
is it empty or is it full of a sincere heart? Stand to your feet.